being able and like willing to practice a lot, even if you don't want to or wake up like not feeling good that day, still being willing to work at it and keep getting better day by day. I mean, I think that's just a general like skill required to improve at anything. So I think I could carry that from Valorant into whatever I pursue.
All right.
All good.
I'll chill. It's okay.
We gotta stack it back up.
Shit, you're right. All right, cool. Damn, bro. I was gonna ask you how you feel too. Disrupted my flow. Now I'm nervous. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Well, on that note, hi, I'm Sage Tuin. I'm here with Zekken on Media Day. So first off, I just want to ask, how was your break off? Like this is kind of like your first break in quite some time. So what were you up to the past, like week, maybe 2 weeks?
Break was good. I laid in my bed for like 3 days straight and watched the rest of Bangkok. It was fun. It was a great tournament. The grand final was really hype. And then I was back to practicing. So I got nothing done. I just laid in bed all day.
It was just like fully just straight up just relaxing, stuff like that, huh?
Yeah. Just full relaxing. I watched some of the F1 show in Bangkok. That was pretty much it.
What do you think of that one show?
It's good. It's good. The new season came out. I got to watch some of that, but I was finishing whatever the season was before that. So it was a good show.
Nice. So it was just like a lot of health where it was just you were relaxing, resting, and then just watching F1, working out, a little sore, right? Legs.
Yeah, I've been in the gym. I need to go more consistently and I need to eat better, but I've been trying.
I mean, you're Filipino. I feel like that's kind of hard, no?
It's tough. What's it called? Unhealthy food is too good. It's too tempting.
Any favorites?
Right now, just chocolate chip cookies. I got a sweet tooth right now. I don't know why. I just really want chocolate chip cookies.
Well, actually, I kind of want to just segment into this next part. You're on Media Day, right? You're a Valorant pro player for quite some time. You've done like hundreds of these types of interviews. Do you have any favorite questions that you're asked in these types of environments? Are you a big how do you feel person? Do you like talking about the game? What are some of the ones where you're like, this is gonna be a fun one to absolutely answer?
I don't even know if it's like a specific question, but I just like interviews immediately after games, win or lose, because I think it's cool to watch, or like I think it's cool to watch back and see how I was feeling immediately after a match. And they're fun for me to answer like in the moment because whatever happened in the match is fresh in my mind. So I think that's like my favorite type of interview, but I don't know if I have like a favorite like specific question.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Something I was thinking about was I watched the one you did with Ravish, where it was after the crazy like the Wild Loud series, and then you just looked just so hyped off of the match still. Well, what was that experience like? Just going on the stage, winning something like that, where you do this whole 1v4, then you go into a room and you're just talking about it, and then just like I can't believe I just did that over there.
I mean, it's fun. I can't lie. It's fun. Mm-hmm. But that moment specifically, I was like, I guess in shock that they threw like that. I didn't even think I played that round or like even that match like that incredible, but they gave me the opportunity to have a moment, and so I had a moment. It just felt really good. It was really fun.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Okay, so I did want to just kind of talk a little bit about Bangkok, just because I watched a video clip of you just talking about how against Team Liquid, even on if you were playing bad, that's still a match that you should have been able to 2-0. So I guess after the series and now that you have more time, what were some of the deepest reflections that you had, from Bangkok and how the team was playing? Was a lot of it just burnout from the off season, or was it just like out of sync in terms of just communication? Like what were some of the things you thought about during this period?
Just trying to improve in all the aspects that I thought we were doing poorly in Bangkok, working on our comms, working on our decisiveness, working on being able to make good split-second decisions, even in weird like scrappy rounds. I mean, the thing I was saying a lot and when I was talking to the team was like adaptability, and I think we've improved at that, and we're gonna continue focusing on it. But yeah, we've just been putting in a lot of work towards improving since then.
So it seems like adaptability's been the number one thing that you've been working on. Is it how do you kind of prepare or even practice adaptability? Is it just running through just multiple different types of scenarios, like how you would handle 2v4 situations or 4v2, like closing out rounds like that? Like how do you kind of practice that?
Um, I mean, it's not something that you can go out and just like scrim and be like, we're gonna get into a bunch of weird situations today and work on our adaptability, but just being mindful of it and keeping it in our mind that when we do get in those situations that we play it correctly and are working together, doing things together, continuing to make plans, not freezing up and not talking. So it's just something we're mindful of throughout practice and are getting better at, along with the other stuff that we're practicing throughout the day.
Yeah, it's kind of just fixing the systems and everything around being just a kind of a new team, honestly. So I'm actually curious because it's been a while since I've talked to you in a setting where it's about the actual game more. So with two new members where you have Narrate and Bing, does your role within communication change now that you don't have Tens and Saucy, where they were kind of players that had a lot of experience back in other games like that?
Um, I would say my role is pretty similar. I do think I've stepped up in some regards, in how much I've been talking and communicating with the team, both like in and out of game. But I think my role is pretty much the same. I mean, I'm still on Duelist. I'm still trying to be a voice within like the mid round, but not like overshadowing our like big voices, which are John and Zelsis. So I'm just trying to play my role and do my thing, and I think it's pretty similar to last year.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious. I kind of want to just dial it back to even when you're first starting as a player with Exa and everything. That one troll post where you said you were joining Dignitas and stuff like that. Because following your career throughout these past 4 years, you've really something that I've been really impressed with you is how you've been able to adapt into just different types of roles or whatever your team needs you to do. Is there a reason why you feel like you didn't ever feel tied to one type of play style or one type of role? Was it just because you always had the goal to win as a team instead of just boosting your stats? Can you just talk about like your mindset towards the pro play in terms of why you feel like you're able to always kind of change things up so that you can reach for higher, things like winning Madrid and things like that?
I think in general, I just have good Valorant fundamentals in a sense that I know like what a role should and shouldn't be doing, and I can fill those shoes pretty effectively, whichever role it might be. I mean, if you like threw me on Sentinel and threw me in a tier 1 game, I probably wouldn't do amazing like today. But given some time, I think I could learn any of the roles within the game. I like to think I can do that. I trust myself to be able to do that. But yeah, I think just having good general fundamentals about this game and being a good rifler too. I think if your rifle is really on point, you can pretty much just play anything if you know how to use the util properly. So I think just like anyone with like strong gunplay can be similar. Mm-hmm. Just if they think about the game correctly and can shoot, can probably play most roles effectively.
What do you feel like's been the biggest thing that you've learned over the years as a pro player that is something that's very transmutable to things outside of Valorant?
So could you repeat?
Yeah. What do you feel like is the biggest key trait you've learned throughout the years in order that can transmute it, kind of go into other things outside of just you as a Valorant player, that if you were to go into something else, you would be able to be good at that as well?
I mean, I think just general like discipline, being able to being able and like willing to practice a lot, even if you don't want to or wake up like not feeling good that day, still being willing to work at it and keep getting better day by day. I mean, I think that's just a general like skill required to improve at anything. So I think I could carry that from Valorant into whatever I pursue. Hopefully, I can do that in the gym. But yeah, I think just discipline.
Well, you've been making progress with the gym and the discipline aspect. Now I wanted to ask you because one of the wildest things that I found out back when I first met you in person, 2023, was that you were a Smash player, but your tournament was actually the tournament that I was running, which was the Fireside Open Rutgers. So, first, how did you do in the Fireside Open that day? You know, like where did you place? Did you drop out in pools? Like, what was that like?
I went 0-2. I beat a guy in friendlies, which doesn't count, but that was the only game I could remember where I saw victory on my. I don't even know what it says when you win. What does it say when you win?
I don't know.
I-
Been so long.
It's been so long. The only game I remember winning was like one friendly, and I lost literally everything. I got smacked by everyone, but I had a lot of fun watching. It was a cool tournament. It was chill.
All right, so what if you went back, right? Like during the off season, you went back to one of those tournaments. Do you feel like now that you've been a pro player in another esport that could some of those things could translate into Smash, and then you could win the Fireside Open or anything like that?
No, I don't think I'd ever be able to. IBDW won that. So if I could go back in time, I'd go talk to him and I'd be like, yo, like 5 years from now, you're going to coach me in Smash Melee. And I'm going to be playing a game that hasn't come out yet, but don't worry about it. I'll let him know about that if I could time travel. But I don't think I could win. I definitely couldn't win the tournament. No shot.
Well, I forgot who did you main in Smash before?
Dude, I've made like every top tier at some point in time. I'm pretty sure at Fireside Open, I played like Puff and Captain Falcon. I'm pretty sure I played Puff for my first match and Captain Falcon for my second and got smacked in both. So that's how it goes.
I'm gonna go to the Rutgers Esports Facebook page, and then we're gonna find just pictures of Zach at like, well, you were 12 at that time, right? Like 13.
Yeah, I think I was like 13.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I have a picture somewhere in my phone of it. But it was a fun tournament.
Oh, sick, nice. Definitely send that. That'd be cool to see. Well, I mean, just any final words, just going into the season, any fun like little things that you want to talk about, or like any goals fitness wise or anything like that?
I'm trying to get jacked. I don't know. I'm trying to gain weight. That's my fitness goals. I'm trying to get a little bit bigger than I am. For final stuff to all the fans, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Follow the boy. You know. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for me.
Yeah. All right, take care, everyone. Peace.